Here's Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw again. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick pushes him over. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. And all the way getting to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
To throw is Brady. Escape under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Dancing to his left. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucks have taken the lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Able to power through. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. from the red zone now. Prescott buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, it's Prescott rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position. At the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. Flushed to his right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it's Kaepernick. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A final shot before half for Kaepernick.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man good, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And got his man complete, and all the way down to the 37.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Kaepernick going to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Prescott on play action. A dump off to Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Pollard. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And some room to work. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
91. 55. Stay with your man. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Come on. Hey.
Here's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Kaepernick to throw. Able to find Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. To throw is Kaepernick. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Steps away. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard there to make the grab.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
36, Buccaneers 20. Greg Zerline to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Kaepernick. He's got Gronkowski yet again.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all